aim is to determine the minimum amount of bleaching powder that is required to disinfect given sample of water by Horrock's test. So, get ready to experience the miracles of chemistry with Garima. Before understanding the aim of this experiment, it is very important, guys, that you must first know what is bleaching powder. So let me tell you guys that this bleaching powder is just a white colored powder whose chemical formula is CaOCl2, whose chemical formula is CaOCl2, and whose chemical name is calcium hypochlorite, and whose chemical name is calcium hypochlorite. Alright? Now let me tell you that how bleaching powder looks like. So have a look, guys. This is white colored powder having pungent smell. Yes, this white colored powder is nothing but the bleaching powder. You know, this bleaching powder is stored in airtight containers. Now, why it is so? So, listen, guys. Whenever this bleaching powder comes in direct contact with air now, then it produces CaCO3, that is calcium carbonate, and chlorine, that is Cl2. And due to this produced chlorine, bleaching powder gives pungent smell. And this pungent smell of chlorine is very harmful for all the living organisms, as it causes breathing problems to living organisms. That's why it is kept in airtight containers. Now, think to yourself, guys, that why this name bleaching powder is given to this white colored powder? Think. I know you people are thinking, very simple, it would be used as bleach or it would be used for bleaching purpose. That's why it is named as bleaching powder. You people are absolutely correct. Yes, this white colored powder is mainly used for bleaching dirty clothes. Where bleaching is what? Bleaching is just a process of removing stain from the fabric. And I think your moms must be using this powder for removing stain. Apart from this, it is used for several purposes. Like it is used as strong oxidizing agent. It is used as strong oxidizing agent. Alright. Listen carefully, guys. Disinfectant is a substance that kills germs like virus, bacteria and other microorganisms that can cause infection or that can cause disease to living organisms. If I talk about the good example of disinfectant, then that is nothing but the bleaching powder. Alright? Now, let me tell you something about disinfection of water. That what does this disinfection of water actually mean? Let me tell you, guys, that disinfection of water is basically a process in which all the pathogenic microorganisms are killed by the addition of disinfectant. But question to be asked that why this disinfection of water is important. So see, guys, it is very clear to all of us that water comes from different sources. It comes from different rivers. It comes from different ponds, and this water is usually associated with so many impurities like microorganisms, sand, clay, dead decaying organic matter, and so many. To utilize this water in our daily life, we would like our water to be pure and safe. Yes or no? Yes. We would like our water to be free from all the pathogenic microorganisms, from sand, from clay and from all the organic impurities. Alright? So, to make this safer use of water, disinfection of water is done. According to the aim of experiment, which disinfectant we have to use for disinfection? Yes, bleaching powder. So let's see the structure of bleaching powder that how the atoms are arranged in bleaching powder. So let me draw the structure. So the structure of bleaching powder is somewhat like this. You can clearly see guys that its structure consists of one calcium ion and these two chloride ions. These two chloride ions have charge of -1, whereas this calcium ion have charge of +2. And due to the presence of this charge, this calcium ion can make ionic bond with these two chloride ions. Alright, now do you people have any idea that how this bleaching powder is prepared? Listen guys, this bleaching powder is prepared by the action of chlorine gas on dry slate lime. I know that you people must be thinking that what is this slate lime now? So listen guys, slate lime is just an inorganic compound having chemical formula CaOH twice. Having chemical formula CaOH twice. Also a slate lime powder, but it is obtained when calcium oxide, that is CaO, is mixed with water, that is H2O. So what will be the product here? Product will be CaOH twice. Alright? Now keep this thing in your mind that calcium oxide, that is CaO, is also known as quicklime. So in this way slate lime gets produced, and when chlorine gas is passed on this dry slate lime, then bleaching powder gets synthesized. It will be Cl twice, that is chlorine gas, plus CaOH twice, that is slate lime. So what happens when chlorine gas is passed on slate lime? Bleaching powder gets synthesized. So the product will be CaOCl twice plus H2O. Here water is produced as side product. So yes, bleaching powder is synthesized and it is ready to act as disinfectant. And now guys, that this question is striking in your mind that how this bleaching powder acts as disinfectant. So you no need to worry guys, because I am going to answer your question right now. So point to be noted guys, that chlorine element is the main content of bleaching powder. Chlorine present in this bleaching powder is responsible for disinfection of water. Then how? Listen guys. Whenever we add bleaching powder in water, then two ions are produced. How many ions are produced? Two. What are these two ions? One is Cl negative and other is OCl negative. These OCl negative ions kills all the pathogenic bacteria as well as all the germs that are present in water, due to which bleaching powder acts as disinfectant. Okay? So yes guys, till now we have understood what is bleaching powder, what is disinfectant, why bleaching powder is used as disinfectant, what is disinfection of water, and why it is important. So now it's time to know about Horrock's test. Like what is this Horrock's test? Horrock's test is generally performed to determine minimum amount of disinfectant that is required for disinfection of water. Have a look guys. I am having this beaker that is filled with this water. You can clearly see guys that the water that is filled in this beaker is totally impure. So if I want to make safer use of this water, then I will have to disinfect this water. So for this purpose, can I use bleaching powder here? Yes or no? Yes. So can you people tell me that how much minimum amount of bleaching powder Should I add in it so that my disinfection can be effective? Yes or no? No. So to find out minimum amount of bleaching powder that is required for effective disinfection, Horrock's test is performed. So I just hope that you have got my point now. Now, think to yourself guys that why we are detecting minimum amount of bleaching powder? Think. Listen guys, if disinfection can be effective by adding minimum amount of bleaching powder, then it is very good now. Why to add more bleaching powder? Are you getting my point? Now, as it is already discussed, that chlorine element that is present in this bleaching powder is responsible for disinfection, as it kills all the bacteria, all the germs, as well as oxidizes all the organic matter that is present in water. So we can say that Horrock's test is performed to find out chlorine demand. Now what is this chlorine demand? So chlorine demand is just the amount of chlorine that is required to disinfect water. Yes guys, this was all the basic concept that you should know before performing the experiment. If you find this video helpful, then keep it up thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and recommend to your friends. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.